Hey, everybody, and welcome to Pastrami Nation Popcorn, the show dedicated to movies, television, cinematics, and more. My name is Nolan Smith, and I'd like to introduce the host of Popcorn, Kevin Hoskinson.
Hey, guys, how's it going?
Yeah,
as you guys notice, you have a little bit different going on today. We have a few different guests on today.
I like the word choicing. A couple
different guests. It's our couples episode of Pastrami Nation Popcorn. You guys can see we have popcorn. And for once in popcorn history, in our third episode, we finally have popcorn, which is great.
Had to happen. One day we'll have
pastrami. Did have to happen. Yeah, pastrami, yeah. So as you guys know, you guys already know Nolan. But with us today, Rebecca, how's it going?
Hello.
What? And we have a very special guest. My wonderful wife, Kassie, is with us today. Yay, Kassie.
First time.
Welcome.
First time, long time listener, first time caller.
You wanted to say this for a very long time.
I have been, and I finally got to say it. So how you guys doing today? Everything going good? How are you guys enjoying your guys' Halloween season?
Things are great. Weather is starting to change.
Yes.
Like you mentioned, like the chill is there. Like it feels like fall.
Mm-hmm.
All of our
It's cold.
changing colors. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, here we're kind of moving into winter already.
Us too.
Yeah.
Already. I don't know.
Yeah, fall was like last weekend. Now we're moving on.
That's fall.
Yeah, it's Oregon weather for you. Yeah, Halloween's coming up, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Of course, a lot of changes with Corona and everything to Halloween, but we're still going to have a good time, be watching all of our favorite movies, TV shows, reading our favorite books, anything that kind of scares us a little bit, which is great. So I'm just trying to figure out how to segue into this first
I was going to say, we're going to watch all our favorite Halloween movies.
We're going to watch
Halloween.
Oh.
So Halloween, yes. So there's we were talking about it, and one of our favorite filmmakers and one of the person who really embodies the Halloween spirit like no other. You see this guy's movies, it just screams gothic, fun Halloween. Mr. Tim Burton.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we love him. He's, like I said, he perfectly embodies the Halloween season. So in honor of that, we decided it'd be a fun idea to do a top 5 list of our favorite Tim Burton movies. So what we did, we split up into, we have our couples, and we each came up with our list of 5 favorite Tim Burton movies, and then talk about them a little bit. You don't have to, get too in depth about them, but if you want to talk a little bit about why you love them, please do. So if you guys, Nolan and Rebecca, you guys want to go ahead and go first and let us know what your guys' picks are.
Yeah, okay. I'll go with the first one. The first one is, for us, a big no-brainer. It's one of the most iconic superhero films to come out, and it's the original Batman from Tim Burton.
Mm-hmm.
With, Jack Nicholson, and that Burton nailed it when it came to making that eeriness of Batman, not the hokiness that, no disrespect to Adam West, but the hokiness of that pow, biff, bang kind of thing. He made it real, and he gave us, we had a great Joker, we had a great Batman with Michael Keaton, and that's the first one. What would be the second one?
For me, definitely is Big Fish, because storytelling is so crucial. And I think that just kind of embodies everything of the storytelling without maybe a little bit of darkness, but not Tim Burton style. It's a little bit different.
Right.
I
Yeah.
really appreciated about it.
It was an emotional movie. I mean, I still remember certain moments of that, like
Yes.
when they were finding out about, like, when they're going to die.
Mm-hmm.
And when he's
That was
like,
great.
he's like, I live a long life, and he's like pretty happy about when he goes. I was like, yeah, that's great. The next one is one that we did come to a compromise on, and it's one of my favorite movies, and it's Mars Attacks.
Nice. That's a good pick right there.
Based off of the the crazy comic book series. It's just this zany alien movie, over the topness, and it's just a whole lot of fun. I love the designs of the aliens. Tim Burton did a great job of bringing them to life. I can watch that movie whenever it's on. It doesn't matter what part it's at. Hopefully it's one of the
so
doctors like knocking the guy out,
Yeah, it's so good. Like Jack Nicholson as the president is like perfect. And one of my favorite things about that movie is when they're running around with the machine, like, don't run, we're not going to hurt you or something. I can't remember what they were saying, but that's just so funny. It's so clever, like so smart. It's perfect.
Absolutely. Yeah. So that had to be on our list.
Right. Next is the cult classic Nightmare Before Christmas, of course.
Yeah.
You had to, especially with the time of the year and everything.
And because you can span from Halloween to Christmas. There you go, one movie. And
Exactly.
Who doesn't have a soundtrack downloaded? I mean, come on.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Right.
We all do.
Yeah.
That had to be on the list. And I mean, and the last one, again, it's not a big surprise given the first one, but it's Batman Returns.
Oh yeah.
And honestly, I preferred Batman Returns to the other one mainly because of the villains. We got to see, the Penguin and Catwoman, and we saw this very dark take on him. Like, a Penguin's always been such a cheesy character to me, and when you put him in that movie, you almost felt bad for the guy. It's done in Tim Burton style, the dreariness and everything. It's just so well done. Keaton again knocks it out, and
well, I've mentioned it before too. You have to have a killer soundtrack. So Danny Elfman and having to use this saw for Penguin's theme song when you're going down into that gutter. I mean,
right. Oh yeah, all the elements came together.
Yes.
It's perfect, and the villains they picked for that movie are just like iconic. They're just like, same with like the first Burton. You have Joker, of course. Jack Nicholson, but then you have Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman. Like, I mean, come on, and Danny DeVito's like obvious for Penguin.
He was perfect. He was absolutely perfect, and then Bat franchise just train wrecked after that, but.
Kind of crashed, but that could be a whole other topic altogether.
Hubie Halloween's way in the history.
Hubie Halloween. I don't know though. Batman and Robin versus Hubie Halloween.
Batman and Robin. Yeah.
I'd watch. Yeah, Batman and Robin easily.
It was at least entertaining.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It was stupid, but it was entertaining.
It was stupid fun. George Clooney, I feel like made a great Bruce Wayne. But not so much a good Batman.
And that's nothing against him.
Yeah,
he's George Clooney.
Yeah.
He would just not fit the part. It'd be like making Will Ferrell Batman.
Right? Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
Great actor, but he
won't work.
Yeah.
Never work.
Never work. It would never work. So we're going to go down our list. We actually picked a couple that you guys picked and a couple, totally different ones. So first one we picked is Batman. I mean, Batman, you can't do any better than that. It's like you were saying, it's like just like the perfect superhero movie, but it came at a time when superhero movies weren't taken seriously, or superheroes weren't a serious thing. Mm-hmm. And Tim Burton really paved the way for the DCEU like it is now. He made it dark. He made it
and still very comical too, like comic book style.
It still felt like a comic book. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. And the Joker with his bright purple suit. Yeah, he's insane.
Exactly.
Yeah. With those colors.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And that. And you bring up the soundtracks, but this one had Prince. For God's sakes. Had a great scene with the Joker dancing along with Prince in the museum.
Yeah.
I mean, that was fun. Who didn't like that one? So our next one.
So the next one is Sleepy Hollow. We chose.
Yes.
Yeah. You can talk about it. You want me to talk about it? Okay. Well, I'm a huge fan of the story itself. Like the legend of Sleepy Hollow is one of my favorite, just like modern day legends that we have, especially in America, because we don't have very many like folk tales like that.
Right.
But Sleepy Hollow is just, it's just so interesting to me. Like the Headless Horseman, and it's terrifying, and it's just a great story all around, and I love it. And Tim Burton put a stamp on there. The Danny Elfman score is perfect. And that movie to me really kind of, like, if I was to show someone like a Tim Burton movie, like what a Tim Burton movie looks like I would have to show them Sleepy Hollow, because that's like has all the trademarks of Tim Burton and exactly what he does perfectly and what he does right. So yeah, Sleepy Hollow was our pick. Of course, Johnny Depp and Christina Ricci are.
And Johnny Depp being Ichabod was like, I felt it was very perfect, because he played that whole, like, he was very smart yet very naive to a lot of things too going into it.
Very aloof, which is great. Yeah. So Sleepy Hollow. Next we have Beetlejuice. Of course, Michael Keaton, another Michael Keaton classic. I watched that movie still and still can't believe that it's Michael Keaton under that makeup.
Right.
It's so well
That's a
done.
great
The
job.
music.
Like he embodied Beetlejuice, I felt.
Mm-hmm. He embodied the character, and Alec Baldwin, Gina Davis, and Winona Ryder are perfect. And again, it all comes down to soundtrack. Like everything, like if it doesn't have a Danny Elfman soundtrack, like for Tim Burton especially, it kind of throws me off. But yeah, the soundtrack is perfect, and of course the whole table scene, and it's great, man. Like it's perfect. So yeah, that was our number 3 pick.
So then we also picked Sweeney Todd.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's what was like his only musical,
live action
musical. Yeah, it's just perfect. How can I say?
It brought his sensibilities to like a musical. So it wasn't like, it was a typical musical in the sense, but it
was very dark,
musical,
very dark story.
Yeah.
That he brought color to it, I feel.
Mm-hmm.
I still didn't see that one.
You haven't seen it?
It's definitely like, I think it's perfect. I think it's great, but I'm also a huge musical fan. So I think that it worked well on that level, but it was super bloody. I saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was super bloody. I think it's rated R too.
Yeah.
I think it's like one of his like only like real rated R movies.
It sounds right up my alley. It sounds perfect because I know it's rated R for the gore and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. And the cast is incredible. I mean, Johnny Depp, Helena Bonham Carter, what's his name? We just watched Borat last night. What's his name? Cohen.
Oh, Sacha Baron
Cohen's in it. Like he's phenomenal in it. Yeah. Yeah, like he's incredible in it. It's just got a wonderful cast and everything, and it's perfect. The music is great too, even though it's not Elfman, but it's, I think it's Sondheim or something, or I don't remember who wrote the music for Sweeney Todd, but it's incredible. And yeah, it's a really, really good movie. So definitely check it out if you guys get a chance.
Have you seen it?
I've seen it.
I have not.
Yeah. What did you think about it?
No,
honestly, just be honest.
No, I liked it.
It was good. It was good. It was good. I'm interrogating you.
Be honest.
Be honest. Sorry, I was in jury duty today, so I'm just used to being like, tell me the truth. What? Nolan, you should check it out. You'll love it.
I will. I'll check it out.
And the last one on our list is Big Fish.
Big Fish.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just such a perfect, like you said, a storytelling, like just bringing the fact that he knew his life when he was young, and it played out with his son too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, such a beautiful movie. And now these lists, of course, they're not like, the only Tim Burton movies that we like,
Right.
It's just.
It took us a long time to get us to like 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have to.
One of mine was Edward Scissorhands. I mean. So.
Yeah, we were talking about that. We had, we had Nightmare and all those, all those classics. Even Corpse Bride, we really liked.
Right.
And, it was great. But sometimes you just have to make the little sacrifices.
Yeah, it's compromise.
It's a compromise, exactly, and that's what we did. So, yeah, I don't know what everyone else, whatever your guys' favorite Tim Burton's movies are, please feel free to comment and let us know. And yeah, we love to see what you guys are watching when it comes to Tim Burton this year. So yeah, so that was fun. Sorry, I'm still working on this hosting thing. It'll get better. It'll get better. So let's talk about the one thing I've been actually wanted to talk about for a while, oddly enough, even though I don't really care for it much, but I still feel like it's an interesting idea, is a Twilight series.
I'll kind of help you out too, because we were talking about, the Batman franchise falling off, so maybe Robert Pattinson can revive it.
Well, and
yes.
Yeah.
Well, he's got to be better than, Batman and Robin and Batman Forever. And
He's got to be better than Clooney.
Yeah, he is vengeance. He's not the Bat credit card.
Right.
But no, I think you're absolutely right. I think Pattinson, we have a kind of a weird history with Twilight together.
Let's hear that. Oh.
What's that?
Let's hear that one.
No, there's a lot that goes into it. There's a
Okay,
lot
so
that
do you
goes
got
into
like
it.
an hour?
So it was right. But I will admit that like Pattinson was one of the best parts of Twilight. I like to make fun of it. I like to make fun of him specifically, but I feel like he's bringing a lot of his kind of emotional kind of
Thanks.
that intensity that he had in Twilight to Batman, which I think will be great.
So speaking of that too, like I'd watched Robert in Twilight a lot, and then Kevin started talking about him being Batman, and I couldn't see it, but then we saw Lighthouse, and seeing how he acted in Lighthouse, it kind of like brought me out of that teenage like, oh, that's Edward, like you can't have him do anything other.
Right.
And seeing him in the Lighthouse, and now I can like, I'm so excited to see him in Batman. Like I think he'd do a great Batman.
I think he's going to do great, and we'll see where else his the Twilight series goes. So I'm working on these transitions, man. So let's talk about it. So Twilight recently, what was it, like maybe 2 months ago?
In August, yeah.
In August, came out with a new book in the series, which is called
Midnight Sun.
Midnight Sun,
Teamwork.
which is kind of it's not a continuation of the series, right? It's told from a different perspective.
It's in Edward's view.
Okay. And and I know you guys are very so I know neither one of you, like none of us here have really read it, like a whole lot of it.
I'm like halfway through it.
Like halfway through.
I've read it
Rebecca, you haven't read have you gotten read a lot of it, Rebecca, or you're not? You haven't.
I've gotten
read it
blow
yet?
by blows from my daughter. That's
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, the Twilight series, it's been a huge moneymaker. You know, it's made, I don't even know, I didn't even look up the numbers, but I know it's made a lot, enough to sustain. How many movies are there? How many movies are there?
There's 5.
There's 5 movies?
4 books, 5 movies.
Okay. And there's been rumblings kind of going around about if they should even attempt to make this New Moon, right? Is that it?
New Moon is the second one.
What's it called?
Midnight Sun.
Midnight Sun.
Midnight Moon.
Something in the sky.
That's the second book.
Blue sky. I don't know.
Blue sky.
But there's been.
You have to let the ladies pick this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. So you know, there's been rumblings about, you know, turning that into a movie eventually. Kind of a lot of fan stuff, just talking about it and the possibilities of it. So I'm gonna let you guys take this on. So I don't know how you guys would feel about that, because, you know, it would have to have a different cast most likely, and it would have to, you know, things would change up a little bit. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think it's a good idea? Would you guys be interested in even seeing it from another perspective?
Kassie?
I mean, I wouldn't mind another Twilight movie. What girl wouldn't want another Twilight movie? And being that like this book, it goes from the first book in Bella's Twilight is like super like small to doing like, I think this book is like triple the size, because it goes more in depth with all the vampires, his family, like what he hears going on with them, backstories. And I feel like this movie would actually do a like really good justice to the previous movies. Because I don't feel like the original movies did justice to the book, though.
I agree.
I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
So you guys would be okay with like a recast, like if they
absolutely they need to
the characters.
They would have
because like
story a little bit though, because there's so much age difference now, so you almost have to have a little bit of a different perspective, as if, you know, they're retelling it through an older Edward to kind of make up for Pattinson's age.
Oh, got it. So it would be like he's older in the book. Oh
no, it follows like his version, like at the same time point.
Right. But because
so
he's older.
Yeah.
In real life.
Like if they use the same characters, it would
Right.
kind of be told like an after the fact kind of thing.
Right.
I feel they could do it like really well if they recast it completely, and they use some people like on her side, when in her book she sees him as this like statue, this beautiful creature, but he sees himself as more of like a demon. And to have like somebody that's not necessarily like super attractive, but then have like her looking more attractive, like more beautiful, like as what he saw her as, like a like basically a little deer.
Mhm.
I feel like that casting would be better.
How do you think they would like really capture the inner dialogue going on though? Like, how do you think they would pull that off?
Yeah, like what's going on? Yeah, I
There's
don't
so
know.
much internally going on.
Yeah, like him overhearing, and yeah, and just his personal. I don't know. They could try it though. I will watch it. I will buy that ticket.
CGI the whole thing. Just use like
I mean,
CGI
Flash.
models
Like
of,
I don't know. Like
Pattinson.
oh, they could totally do like Harry Potter. I'm Ravenclaw. How in Harry Potter they like dropped into the like bowl with the memories. They can do like his memories and his thoughts.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
I'm just throwing that one out there.
Well, who knows what they're gonna do? I mean, I don't know. Like, even if they wanted the old people to come back, like, and do like some CGI, like de-aging stuff, I don't think Pattinson's gonna come back.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't even think Kristen Stewart will come back. She's kind of doing her own thing. Like, everybody in that series has pretty much moved on.
She wasn't that great.
She wasn't that great. I mean,
help or hurt Pattinson though, because I don't know.
Yeah, he's moved past it.
Tenet.
oh yeah,
Yes.
Tenet, man.
Batman.
Tenet, Batman. Even the Lighthouse. I mean, Lighthouse I thought was completely different than anything he's ever done, but like it, yeah, kind of his new career path, which I think is great. He's doing the movies he wants to do now. Like
right.
he doesn't have to.
Doing
Yeah.
blockbuster.
Right.
Mhm.
Because those were like I remember at the theaters, those were like the sellout adult movies.
Yeah.
I didn't go see them, but I saw those lines. Like, and you knew if it was a big line of women, it was a Twilight movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they came out during my birthday, so I was kind of suckered him in, like, hey, it's my birthday. Like,
Ha, Kevin. Sorry.
yeah.
He's just like, I'm just here for the comments, eating his popcorn.
Eating the popcorn. You know what? Like, they were fine. Like, there are things I like about the movies. Like, I love the soundtracks. I'm not gonna lie, like, the soundtracks are some of my favorite things ever created. And even the setting's really cool. It's set up in the Pacific Northwest, and it has that really cool, like, kind of style and everything to it, which I think is great. Kind of damp, kind of dark, kind of, sure. It's very Tim Burton-y, but not Tim Burton.
Mm-hmm.
It's very kind of got that.
You're like, not Tim Burton.
Not Tim Burton. No. Like, I can't even
99 cents for Tim Burton.
Right? Exactly. So let us all what you guys think about the Twilight series. If you guys enjoy it, if you guys think they should turn the new book into the movie, and things like that, and we'll definitely be reading those. And
absolutely,
just comment and let us know. Oh, but I also wanted to transition really quick because we brought up Burton again in the end there. Word came out this week that Tim Burton is actually going to be bringing the Addams Family to TV in live action, which kind of still blows my mind that it's never happened before.
Yeah.
Like, it just is like, even the 90s movies felt very Tim Burton. Like, I know he didn't direct them, but it's just a perfect match that they could have.
It's his vibe. It's so perfect.
So his vibe, and the unfortunately the reboot, the more recent reboot, the cartoon, the animated one, didn't come out very good. I didn't care for it.
One to that? I think they're making a sequel.
Yeah, they're making a sequel, and they are, and it's.
Kevin already has his tickets. Yeah.
Like, it's got a good cast. It's got like Oscar Isaac and Charlize Theron, and Theron. I don't know. I'm sure she'll let me know.
She'll treat you and she'll like get it right.
Yeah, she has nothing better to do, I'm sure. But like, it had a good cast, but it just kind of did this weird thing. I don't even want to get into. We don't need to get into it right now. But yeah, Tim Burton doing. Oops, I'm breaking stuff over here. Sorry, Tim Burton.
I'm not gonna get into it.
Not gonna get into it. That's how upset I am, and so we're going to start this new segment. I think we could do it at the end of every show, which is about, Kernels,
Let's do
Pastrami
Colonel.
Nation Kernels,
Yeah.
which is a news roundup of the week where we talk about just little bits and pieces of news that's come out over Hollywood throughout the week. Things that are interesting, things that we want to talk about. So for starters, a couple things. Nolan, why don't you bring up the first topic and why it's so exciting?
Oh, I know you're not talking about the other one. Okay. So, of course, everybody's excited for the Justice League, Snyder cut.
Yes.
We're all super excited. Well, the villains are coming out now because we saw Darkseid was shown in the trailer, which looked pretty freaking awesome. It was announced this week that Jared Leto will be reprising the roles of the Joker, but also we're getting Deathstroke.
Deathstroke.
Instead of just that cameo, we're actually going to see Deathstroke.
Deathstroke is exciting. Jared Leto.
No, Deathstroke's exciting.
Yeah.
You're right.
No, the Deathstroke is super exciting. Jared Leto as Joker. I think it's going to be. Yeah, exactly. Like, I love Jared Leto as an actor. I think he's fantastic. I think he's amazing. But it's just the grill and the tattoos just didn't vibe with me.
Right there, man.
It just wasn't good.
But what if I'm excited to kill him? Like, what if he's going to be there? All of a sudden, Deathstroke's just going to pop.
Right, that would be great. Or
take
even
out a contract.
Exactly. Well, one of the rumors is too that they're going to bring Leto back as Joker, but as a more kind of comic book accurate Joker. So still having the slick back hair, because there are the comics where he has the slick back hair. He's has a tux and everything, which I think he could have pulled off really well, but it was just the teeth and the tattoos, man. That's what threw me off.
And the way he would talk with those teeth, almost like he's trying to make this fake gangster. And you're like, come on.
Exactly.
Heath Ledger, knock it off.
No Heath Ledger at all, and no Joaquin Phoenix. I'm still
was such a good movie, I know. But they could be going the whole, three Jokers route that we see in comics where they have Jokers pulled from different timelines.
That would be super cool.
That means we would see Joaquin as well.
Yeah.
Which I think
would be interesting. Yeah, I love Joaquin. I know you love the Joker movie. I wasn't a huge fan of Joker movie. I know.
You're allowed to be wrong sometimes.
I feel like here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a complete just Batman dedicated episode with talking about the Batman and Robin.
Absolutely.
Just everything embodying Batman and his big screen adventures and all that stuff. We'll definitely do that.
Sounds Bat-rific, yeah.
Then we'll get into it. So Disneyland. Let's talk about Disneyland a little bit. We all are very, very big fans of Disneyland. We all love Disneyland. We all miss Disneyland.
Very much.
Yeah, it's opening. So we all know Downtown Disney is open.
Mm-hmm.
Go down there. It was announced today that they're opening the gates of California Adventure to expand the Downtown Disney experience into California Adventure.
But only the shopping and dining.
Only the shopping and dining.
It's not opening it completely.
So no aerial undersea adventure for us.
Why is that the first ride you think of?
Because
that's
the
best one. That was always the first one we would go to.
Okay.
Who knows?
Our daughter.
The long line.
Yeah, she was in love with Ariel, so we were like,
and that was the only one of the couple of rides that we could take her on.
Yeah, and I mean,
Kevin loves it, so
I do. I've even admitted publicly on the Pastrami Nation podcast that The Little Mermaid is my favorite Disney movie of all time.
It's true. I try to block that memory out. Yeah.
You can't, man. You can't. But yeah. What do you guys think? Are you guys planning on going to Downtown Disney when you can't go to Disneyland?
No. It seems like torture that way. You get to see it, you get to almost touch it, but you can't go on it. And honestly, it's Rebecca brought it up before that it's going to be a madhouse. It's going to be just stuffed full of people, and in today's world of the pandemic, it's not worth it.
I feel like it's kind of like just a gimmick for them to get people back into spending money there and not necessarily caring about people's well-being.
Right. And it's that fine line, because I know they're bleeding dry right now, because they've gone 7 months or so without them being opened, and they've laid off thousands of people. So I feel for them on that, but you can't put your safety at risk. No way.
No. It's not worth it at all. And I think I don't know. I'd rather just wait it out till the park opens and then go when it's safer, when it's not when it's not as crazy. Because I think
behind us, until then we can just keep doing more popcorns. I'll be fine.
Exactly.
That's more fun than Disneyland.
Exactly.
Exactly. I said almost the same exact thing earlier. I said, if you're gonna go, you're gonna go. Just wait until you at least experience Disneyland. It'll be a little bit different from now on if it ever opens.
Right. They're gonna give you a big bubble to put over your head.
It will be. When was the last time you guys went? I know we talked about this before.
Me, it's probably 4 years.
Yeah, about 3 years.
Okay. I think you went
I went last summer.
Last summer. She did not go into Galaxy's Edge though.
It was right there, and it was during a time like we went during summer when they were kind of limiting the annual passes to go in. So I could have gone in. I could have done it all.
She did it for me.
But I didn't. I held strong for him.
Look at him smile like.
Our son would.
We walked by it. Yeah.
If either one of us walked into that place without him, he would not.
The horse was wrong with her. She was like.
We walked by so many times, and I'm like, nope, we can't go down there. We can't go in there. Let's go on Winnie the Pooh ride.
I love the Winnie the Pooh ride. I mean, it's one of the scariest things in the world.
It's
kids
adorable.
love it. Like I throw the kids on there all the time. I love it.
But I won't even get into it. I go so dark on Winnie the Pooh. I won't. It's a rabbit hole I can't dig out of. But I mean, speaking of dark, there's a dark piece of news that came up this week, right, Kevin? There's something that
is like the death of the family
is biting the dust.
Everyone's favorite streaming service, Quibi. How can they do this to us? The world wants more Quibi.
We were talking about Quibi and all the, the what they could do, the potential that was there.
Talking Reno 911 reboot. We're talking Fugitive reboot. We're talking 50 States of Fright. We're talking all these hit shows that everybody was watching.
Yeah. And then
it had a nice run.
It's almost fitting. Quibi being 5-minute, videos when they got 5 minutes of fame.
Pretty much, yeah. And look, here's the deal. Like I do feel like Quibi was kind of it was an interesting experiment, and I get why they were doing it.
Right.
But the problem is, and I know like people aren't going to agree with this per se, but I do feel like this is part of the reason they went down. I do blame COVID for a lot of the reason why they went down. Reason being because the whole idea of COVID COVID's to kill somebody. COVID's to kill everybody. But the whole idea of Quibi was you're out and about, you're working, you get these half-hour lunch, you get these 10-minute breaks. You're just going to put something on real quick, watch it real fast, go along, go about your life. So it's supposed to be something for on the go. So if you're out and about, COVID hit, no one's going anywhere. So
we're all watching Netflix or Disney.
We're all watching. Yeah, you're all watching Netflix, Disney Plus on your TV or your tablet. You're not sitting there looking at your phone watching a 5-minute episode or something.
That's a really good point. Because it was designed for on the go. You take away
and nobody's going.
What happens? I mean,
it went.
Because I know
exactly.
Kevin and I were ready to just launch our whole Quibi series of movies that we've been putting together.
We were
on the cusp of the release. They were like, "No,
you're done. And like did have a lot of potential and a lot of great like talent. Like Sam Raimi was doing a show for Quibi. Steven Spielberg was doing a show for Quibi. All these people were doing shows for Quibi. Like I said, the Reno 911 reboot, which I think would have been obviously a bigger hit if it had come out on like Comedy Central or something. But still, like that's a pretty big deal. Like that's a show lots of people liked, and it just never picked up traction. It expired, but I had a 6-month free trial to Quibi for the T-Mobile Tuesdays.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So I can use it. Actually, it officially shuts down in December. I think the 1st of December is the last day for it.
Well, we should just have like a big streaming party where we just watch like 80 Quibi.
Everything. Yeah.
30 minutes.
We should do it in bite-sized pieces. More while we're eating popcorn. Let's do it. just one more thing I wanted to get to real quick. Are you a huge Uncharted fan, Nolan?
Oh yes, I love the
Yes.
series.
Oh, I'm sure you do. I have never played an Uncharted game.
Oh, you would love it. It's so story driven.
I know, and I need to, and I'm so bummed that I haven't. That will happen eventually, but we do know they're making a movie. Tom Holland's going to be in it, and they released the first photo from the movie. Tim Holland in character as Drake.
Nathan Drake.
Drake.
Right?
Nathan Drake. That's his name.
Baby Indy.
Baby Indy.
Spider-Man? No, he's not Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Nathan Drake.
So,
Oh, yeah.
so as a fan of the game, do you think is Holland going to nail this? Do you think are you excited for Holland taking it on? Well, what do you think?
I think he's a great actor. He doesn't fit the part for me as in Nathan Drake from what we see in the games. The games are like this younger Indiana Jones, kind of with more of a roguish Han Solo vibe to him. So
Right.
he has honor, and one of the games is called like Honor Among Thieves. He has honor, but he didn't always have it. And Holland has that schoolboy look to him. That I'm not going to tell lies out of school, and I don't know if he could pull off the roguish, vibe that Uncharted deserves. I'm going to give it a shot because I thought the photo looked really good. And there's a second photo that showed him and Nolan North.
That's legit. That's cool.
Voice of Nathan Drake and of so many other amazing characters. Great moment.
Well, very cool. I know Mark Wahlberg's in the movie too.
Marky
He
Mark.
plays Marky Mark. No Funky Bunch, so you're good. But
I like Mark Wahlberg. That's awesome.
I love Mark Wahlberg. He's playing what's his mentor's name?
Oh, he's the buddy.
Sully?
Yeah, Sully.
Yeah. Yes, he's playing Sully. Because when Mark Wahlberg was cast, he was cast before Holland was, so people were assuming that Mark Wahlberg was going to be Nathan Drake.
You could have pulled it off.
But yeah, that's what I heard. I know a lot of people were kind of excited about it.
And then they went and put
Looking
Spy-Man.
forward to it. It was Spy-Man. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. But it's supposed to come out next year. Who knows when things are coming out anymore? I don't know.
We still don't know when Black Widow comes out or Wonder Woman. So
I think Wonder Woman's still holding on to that Christmas spot. So I just read a report today real quick that it's possible that James Bond the slight possibility that it could go to streaming.
right,
I read that.
bidders are going hard on it right now, trying to get it. Maybe Netflix.
Maybe Netflix, and I think if that happens, I feel like that's gonna break. That's gonna break the system.
That's the reason Regal, shut the theaters down again was when they postponed it. Regal was postponing this. We're just shutting down for now.
Yeah, there's nothing for them to play. So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
We know for sure it will not be streaming on Quibi.
We know that. God, can you imagine 5-minute chunks of James Bond?
God, no.
Imagine watching Tenet on there.
I was about to say that. I can't wait till the next episode so I can see why he was going down the hall.
Backwards.
Yeah. Wait a second. He was No, Kevin, why did you put that thought in our heads?
Hey, who knows? Anything can happen.
But-
It's 2020. Hubie Halloween can win Best Picture at the Oscars this year. I
Followed
have
by
my fingers crossed.
Quibi cut a tenant.
Yeah, exactly. The Quibi cut intended. So it's been a crazy year for movies, TV, and everything. So, but we did start this wonderful podcast. So that's a plus. That's a positive where we can talk about these things and have fun and actually look forward to, to
Something.
our Thursday. Yeah.
It gives us something to look forward to and to talk about, what we love about pop culture, especially in the cinema world, because
Exactly.
it's still out there, even though we can't physically go to theaters where we live right now. There's still awesome content. Netflix and Disney Plus and all the streamers are still putting out great content. So
Yes, they are.
We still have
Bando's
fun.
starting next week.
oh yeah. That's
Yeah,
gonna
our
be
son's got
something
us
to
on a
talk about.
nightly recap episode for the first season to get to the second season.
Mhm.
He's got us on a timeline.
Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah, he figured it out. He's like, we got to start this night. And
On the
we gotta watch
22nd,
an
we got to watch
every
one
night.
episode.
So hey, it'll be fun. So we'll see. Coming up. So There's that. Just real quick, The Witches just came on HBO Max yesterday. You guys have HBO Max, check it out. We're going to check it out tonight, see what it's about. And
I'm excited for that one.
yeah. Also, what dropped this week on Amazon Prime, one of the funniest things I've seen in a super long time, Borat 2. We watched it last night and we loved it. There will be a full review on pastramination.com coming up.
Review.
Yeah, it'll be great. There's just a couple things you guys, anyone can watch over the weekend. Let us know what you think about it. Comment below, let us know. But yeah, so I think that's it. Nolan, did you have?
I think that's it, but I would like to remind everybody to visit us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We are on Pinterest and blowing up by the day. I don't know why, but we are.
People love pinning that.
Yeah, just so keep checking it out. And as always, we appreciate everybody who tunes in, who leaves comments, and who supports Pastrami Nation. Thank you so much.
Yeah, definitely. So I hope you guys all have a good night. And it was nice talking to you guys. I'll talk to you guys later. All right, bye, everybody. Bye.